Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel Learning Pockets and to the very second video of Unit 1 getting started with C. So we have just completed the C character set. Now we are going to learn about the C tokens. So what are C tokens? So the smallest, it says the smallest individual unit in a program is known as token. So the every small bit in a program from functions to the braces to the parentheses to the colon to the name of variables or some things like that, every single bit in a C program is a C token. If you are unable to understand some words that I just used, such as functions and parentheses, you need not to worry about that. We will be covering them in the upcoming units, and you just not need to worry about that if you don't know these words. So we have 5 C tokens, namely keywords, identifiers, also known as variables, literals, or you can say constants. Then we have punctuators, operators. Most of them are self-explanatory, such as punctuators and operators, but we are going to learn them in detail uh, ahead. So first up we have keywords. So the keywords are the words that convey special meaning to the language compiler. Either we can say that these words are these these are some C keywords, and they give this special meaning to the compiler. Compiler is the one who compiles the program, or you can say checks the program or sends the output of the program. So these are the words which are reserved, and they give this special meaning to the compiler. Compiler understands, or you can say compiler gives them a special meaning. Suppose there is int, so it will read it as an integer because it gives a special meaning to the compiler. Similarly, if else, it will let the compiler know that the things that are going to return after if that will be an if block, and that will be an else block. For, signed, void, while, union, enum, case, char, do, default, const, float, short, unsigned. These are some of the keywords of the C. There are many more keywords that you will learn with as you grow in C. So next up we have identifiers. So identifier is the name given by the user for a unit of a program. So you can say while writing a program we will be naming some things. We will be naming something according to our needs. Maybe we will be naming some function, maybe some variables. So uh, identifiers itself explains that they are used to identify a special unit in a program. So while writing a C program, we will be naming many things, and those things are going to be called by us or be used by us. So we need to name them specifically. So there are some rules that we need to follow while writing an identifier's name. First letter should be, first rule says only alphabets, digits and underscore can be used. So only these three things are allowed to use in the name of an identifier. First character cannot be a digit, so it has to be or have to be an alphabet or underscore. No special character, no digit is to be first character, and special characters are not at all allowed. Third is must not be a name of a keyword. So the name of an identifier should not be a name of a keyword, because keywords are reserved for special purposes, as discussed in the previous slide. So there are some examples of valid identifiers. You can see here I have used my file 3 times to teach you one more thing, that is naming conventions. So in a general purpose programming, in programming we use namely 3 types of naming conventions. First type of naming convention is known as camel casing, and in that we capitalize the very first letter, or we can say very first character of the name. If I need to name some variable, suppose basic salary, so I will be capitalizing B and S of the basic and the salary respectively. Next we have camel casing. In camel casing we use underscore between the words itself. As you can see here, my file, my underscore file. Similarly, for basic salary we can use basic underscore salary. So that will be the snake case. That will be snake case, snake case. So next up we have kebab case. That is not used in C. In C it is not allowed. But in some other languages, suppose CSS, it is allowed to use, allowed and preferable to use. That is known as kebab casing. In that we use an hyphen, or we can say dash, between instead of underscore. And this also reflects one more thing, that uh, C is a case sensitive language. What do you mean by case sensitive language? Uh, Case sensitive language means that the name of the it treats capital letters and small letters differently. If you are naming something like suppose my with M capital, and another object or another function as my, or another identifier as my with a small m, with small m and small y. So it will treat both the my's, capital My and small my, differently. So that is known as case sensitivity. Similarly here, the compiler will treat this my file, and this my file differently. These three are different identifiers for the C compiler. But there are some case insensitive languages. For example, HTML. HTML is case insensitive. If you know HTML, you must be knowing about the tags. If you can write tags name in capital or maybe in small letters. So we have covered the keywords and identifiers. So let us have a quick exercise on identifying some valid identifiers. So this says which of the following is a valid identifier, and it should be which of the following is a valid C identifier. So I would like you guys to pause the video and do it yourself, and I will be discussing it in a second. So the first one says basic salary. It is a valid identifier because it is using only alphabets, and alphabets are allowed, and there is no special character. So it is a valid identifier. Second one, basic salary. It is also valid because first character is an underscore, and it should be an underscore or an alphabet. So it is an underscore, so it is correct. Next we have basic HAR with an hyphen in between, which is not allowed because hyphen is a special character and it is not at all allowed in the C language. C language identifiers. So it is a special character, it is not allowed. Similarly, it is not a valid identifier. Hash main is not valid because it is using hash, which is a special character, and it is again not allowed. This is also, this group with a dot and is not a valid identifier because it is using a special character dot at the end. Next we have 422. This is also not a valid identifier because the very first character of this identifier is 4, which is not an underscore or an alphabet. So it is not a valid identifier. Next we have population in 2006. This is not valid because spaces are not allowed between the identifiers. Similarly goes for the overtime, space is not allowed. This is an invalid identifier because it is using only alphabets, and alphabets are allowed. This is also a valid identifier. This is not a keyword, guys, because as I mentioned earlier, C is a case sensitive language and it treats float with all small letters differently. Float with all small letters is a keyword, and this can be used as an identifier because it is using capital letters. So it is a valid identifier. This is also a valid identifier only using alphabets. This is not a valid identifier because it is using full stop at the end, and full stop is a special character which is not allowed. Similarly goes for team's victory, because apostrophe is not allowed in valid identifiers. It is also not valid in C identifier as a C identifier. This is also not valid. It is using spaces and the special character hash in between. This is also not a valid identifier to the 2015 D-Day, uh, because its first character is 2 and it should be an underscore or an alphabet. So it is not a valid identifier. So we have finished this exercise. See you guys in the very next lecture, and hope you have subscribed to the channel. Hope you have subscribed to the channel so that you can get the latest updates. Do share and like this course with your friends. Thank you.